Sumai Benses, Sumai Guru Pada Padma, Nitile Pravishta, Om Vishnu Pada, Astutara Shata, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj, and Sunitile Pravishta, Om Vishnu Pada, Astutara Shata, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. So their lotus feet, which remove all the fear, my unlimited obeisances to their lotus feet. And also after that, my obeisances to Nitila Pravishta Swami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshadhara Goswami Maharaj, and also to all of the Vaishnavas, all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis here, all the mothers, all the devotees absorbed in Mahaprabhu's moods, all of those eager to listen to Harikatha, to the feet of everyone. My Dandavat pranams accordingly, please accept my pranams. So, we are here in this Rupanuga ashram today. So the manager of this temple is Param Pujapada Maturanatha Das Babaji Maharaj. And so to all Vaishnavas, my greetings and my obeisances. So we are here sitting actually at the banks of Radha-kunda. So we will also listen about the glories of Srimati Radhika, where Srila Raghunatha Das Gosvami Pad, with one-pointed nishtha and loyalty, Dasa Gosvami stayed in Radha-kunda and did his bhajana here, bhajana. Other Goswamis, they did their bhajana in different places of Vraja Mandala, many places. But, for example, Rupa Gosvami, he did bhajana at Kadamba, sometimes also in other places also of Vraj. Sanatana Goswami also. Sometimes in Vrindavana, sometimes in Govardhan, sometimes at the Pavan Sarovar, Mathura, many places, different places. He did bhajan there. But see, Raghunatha Das Gosvami, he has only one bhajana stali, place of bhajan. Where? This Radha-kunda. Actually, this bhajana pranali, this process of bhajana of the Goswamis is so like confidential, so deep, but so we see how the Goswamis they did their bhajana. There's a deep meaning and confidential meaning in the way they did the bhajan, their bhajan. But still, we see the speciality of the bhajan of Raghunatha Das Gosvami. Our acharyas explain. They show this speciality of the bhajan of Raghunatha Das Gosvami. How Raghunatha Das Gosvami had ikantika radhanishta, one-pointed loyalty to Srimati Radhika, steadiness in Srimati Radhika. So Raghunatha Das Gosvami, he left his house and he came to Jagannath Puri and he met Mahaprabhu, and then Mahaprabhu gave him, like offered him to the hands of Svarupa Damodar. That's why Raghunatha Das Gosvami became known as Svarupera Raghu. So he stayed in Jagannath Puri at the Satashram Tila, no? Santashram Tila, he lived there near Svarupa Damodar, with Svarupa Damodar. And then he used to listen all the Lila Kathas of Mahaprabhu from Svarupa Damodar. So Raghunatha Das Goswami, he's so known for his renunciation. Like this verse explains, that the renunciation of Raghunatha Das Gosvami, how is it? It's just like if you suppose you make a line in a stone. Suppose you draw a line on a stone. So if you draw a line on a stone, this line will not be erased easily. You know, you cannot erase this line from the stone. So in the same way, so we see the renunciation of Dasa Goswami, and he had so much affection, love, one-pointedness to Mahaprabhu. And then after that, Mahaprabhu ended his pastimes and he went away from this world. Means Mahaprabhu, he entered the deity of Gopinath. After that, Raghunatha Das Gosvami, feeling separation of Mahaprabhu, so slowly, all the intimate associates of Mahaprabhu, like Svarupa, Damodar, Raghunatha, all of them disappeared. And then Raghunatha Das Gosvami, feeling separation of Mahaprabhu, he was suffering so much. And then he came to Radha-kunda, Vrindavana, and started living here. And at that moment, Sanatana Goswami Pad and Rupa Goswami Pad also, they treated him as like their younger brother. And then they took so much care of him. So especially Raghunatha Das Goswami, he stayed in Radha-kunda doing so much bhajana. Shastra explains that Raghunatha Das Goswami was incessantly chanting holy names on the banks of the Radha-kunda. Especially in the month of Jet, it's like scorches rays of the sun, so hot. So thinking of Srimati Radhika, he was doing his bhajan on the banks of Radha-kunda and chanting holy names. Then Srimati Radhika herself came and with her veil, Srimati Radhika did a kind of shadow on the head of Raghunatha Das Goswami, just like an umbrella. We can hold an umbrella to make some shadow. So in the same way, with the anchal, like the tip of her sari, Srimati Radhika was doing this shade to Raghunatha Das Goswami, and he was chanting holy names. Then after some time, Srimati Radhika disappeared, and then Sanatana Goswami Pad, he came to Raghunatha Das and told, "Hey Raghunath, you want to serve or you want to be served? What do you want?" Then he told, "I want to serve Srimati Radhika." Then Sanatana Goswami told, "Look, but like Narottam Das Thakur says, I want to have Nishta in the feet of Rupa and Sanatan." Narottam Das Thakur, sorry, I spoke wrong. Narottam Das Thakur is saying that he wants to develop Nishta to the feet of Rupa Raghunath, means Rupa Goswami and Raghunatha Das Gosvami. So even the demigods, they become stunned when they see their bhajan. So Narottam Das Thakur, he wants to have Nishta, this bhajana Nishta to the feet of Rupa Raghunath, this bhajana Nishta. Sing the bhajan of Raghunatha Das Goswami. Even the demigods, they become amazed, bewildered, stunned, astonished when they see his bhajan. Raghunatha Das Goswami stayed here, and which bhajan he used to do. So the book Vilapa kusumanjali, in this book Vilapa kusumanjali, he manifested all these bhavas in this book. This rupanuga bhajan. What is the speciality of the bhajan in the line of Rupa Goswami? Raghunatha Das Goswami, he was the one who showed us this. Like we were listening, how all rupanugas are Raganuga, but not all Raganugas are rupanuga. So there's a very deep conception about this, and not everyone can understand. It's very difficult for everyone to understand this. So what is the speciality of Raganuga and rupanuga? So Srila Gurudeva used to say that in Ayodhya, even Hanuman, who is an eternal associate of Ram, he is also a Ragatmik Jan. Like, for example, Hanuman, he is a Ragatmik Jan. Means that in his heart, in his soul, like in his heart, he has spontaneously so much anurag, like deep attachment for his worshipable deity. So this is called, so that's why he's Ragatmik. And the Nitya Parikaras in Vrindavan, eternal associates of Krishna, they are also Ragatmik Jan. So they're called Vraja Ragatmik Jan. These are eternal associates of Raj, which they have deep attachment for Krishna. So Raghunatha Das Gosvami, although he's a Nitya Parikar, he's Rati Manjari. He's doing pastime just like a sadhaka that slowly will be able to enter the bhajana raja, like the kingdom of bhajana, or the realm of bhajan, and showing one point in Nista to Srimati Radhika. So Raghunatha Das Gosvami is showing us this. So under the guidance of Rupa Goswami, how Raghunatha Das Gosvami, he did bhajan, and showing to us how to do bhajan under the guidance of Rupa Goswami, rupa-manjari. So if we take the name of the rupanuga acarya, two names come in the first of the list, in the beginning of the list. Raghunatha Das Goswami, and second, Jiva Goswami Pad. So Jiva Goswami Pad and Raghunatha Das Goswami. But still, we see the speciality, or like a very special speciality in Raghunatha Das Goswami. So Acharyas explain that Rupa Goswami told us all the ingredients of rasa. What are the ingredients of rasa? Rupa Goswami gathered all the ingredients. Because there are 49 kinds of ingredients. If you have 49 kinds of ingredients, then prema rasa will come. So before Mahaprabhu, everybody was discussing about Bhakti, but very few people knew about Bhakti rasa. But Mahaprabhu, through Raghunatha Das Goswami and Rupa Goswami, actually Mahaprabhu discussed about Bhakti and Bhakti rasa. So Mahaprabhu manifested this there, in this world, Bhakti and Bhakti rasa. So like, for example, Vidyapati, Chandidas, these great poets of Bengal, these rasacharyas of Bengal. So Mahaprabhu, he also used to listen and recite these books of Chandidas, Vidyapati, and also Jayadeva Goswami. And Svarupa Damodar also used to recite these beautiful verses of Chandidas and Vidyapati. Today when we were coming, it was raining, and some devotees, they were using some umbrella. So some devotees, they put some umbrella on my head to cover me from the rain. And then I remembered some shloka of Vidyapati, that after a long separation, when Srimati Radhika, she meets her beloved Govinda, so some Sakhi friend is asking Srimati Radhika, after a long time in separation, when you meet your beloved, tell us of something of your realization. What are you feeling? Just like the bona fide guru, he's telling to his bona fide disciple about his realizations. Like in the book Brihad Bhagavatamrita, we see how Gopkumara told to his disciple, the Brahman of Mathura, Janasarma, all his realizations. So some Sakhi is also saying, hey Radhe, after a long separation, you're meeting your beloved Govinda. Please tell me something about what you're feeling. Then Srimati Radhika says, Sakhi, what can I say? I feel so much bliss when I'm meeting my beloved. I cannot even explain in words what I'm feeling. Madhava, I just want that Madhava stays in my heart forever. I never want to leave my Govinda, never, ever. So she was giving one example, many examples. For example, oh my friend, listen. What's she saying? These bhavas are so beautiful. Really, if you don't know Bengali language, you cannot relish this bhava. That's why Gurudeva told, you must study Bengali. Otherwise, these very high-class bhavas, you cannot understand them. Some person say, hey Radhe, I'll give you so many jewels in exchange of your beloved. Just leave me for 1 second, a moment with your beloved. Let me go to somewhere with your beloved, but just for a while, and I'll give you so many jewels. Then Srimati Radhika told, no, my beloved, so somebody's telling to Srimati Radhika, I'll give you so many jewels, so many, just send your beloved far away with me for a while, and I'll give you so many jewels. Jewels. Srimati Radhika says, no. How is my Pran Priyatam, my beloved? So beautiful, this bhav. So how is my beloved Govinda? In the cold time, in the winter, what do we want? You want some blankets. Like when you feel cold, you just want some blankets, some... You want some... And then you're just holding, grabbing very tightly to this blanket or to this coat, you know, to this jacket or something. So when it's raining, we want so much the umbrella, right? If you get one umbrella in the rain, you don't want to give it up at all. At least you're... Because like Gurudev is saying, like in the cold time, like in the winter, you want a blanket so much and you'll not give up your blanket. Like if somebody asks you the blanket, you'll not give your blanket or like your coat or jacket, like whatever is protecting from the cold. You'll not give this to anyone because you're feeling cold. And in the cold, like in the winter time when it's cold out there, so you'll not give up, like you'll not exchange your blanket for anything. Now the example of the rain and the umbrella. So when it's raining, the most precious thing is the umbrella. Even you can be wet, like your body might be wet by the rain, but you don't want your head to get wet. You know, your head, you don't want your head to get wet. That's why you want the umbrella so much, at least to protect your head from the rain. So when it's so hot, like in the summertime, what do we like? What is so nice is like when the breeze is flowing, you know, it's blowing some breeze, like a nice wind, then you feel so refreshed in the summertime. You feel so much bliss. You've seen in the cinema how lover and beloveds, they are relishing with thin clothes, in the winds, and you've seen Bolo Vrindavana Bihari Lal. So in the summertime, you like what not only the Gurudev was saying about the cinema, also the light rain, like, you know, small rain, not small, like light rain, like it's not the heavy rain, it's just like drizzling like this. So you've seen the cinema also, these kind of scenes when lover and beloved, then they're relishing this rain like this. So, and with thin clothes, all these things. So this rain is so refreshing in the summertime, like that drizzling or light rain. But it's not a material mood. Actually, Srimati Radhika, how much love she has for her beloved. Like drizzle. I told drizzling is drizzle. A light rain, drizzling. So we see so all this description is there, but it's not a material mood. Actually, Srimati Radhika has so much love for her beloved. But like in all these songs of Vidyapati Chandidas, he's not explaining especially about the Manjari Bhav. He's only speaking about sakhi-bhava, like the bhav of the Pranaprishta Sakhis, for example. There are fine kinds of Sakhis of Srimati Radhika. Sakhi Nitya Sakhi, Prana Sakhi, Priya Sakhi, and Priya Narma Sakhi. So the Nitya Sakhi and Prana Sakhi they have Manjari Bhav. And they have this Bhavola Sarati. Our acharyas in like Ujjal Nilamani Bhakti Sindhu, they describe all this. So what I want to say is that Raghunatha Das Gosvami, how he was such a prominent rupanuga, how he was always getting absorbed in this mood of rupa-manjari, establishing his own transcendental form, and he was praying to Rupa Goswami, to rupa-manjari. So Gurudeva used to say that in this world we have Ashwarya Buddhi, like a Ashwarya Buddhi, opulent mood towards our Gurudev. This is true. So the disciple has, actually this is, must be there. The disciple must have this Ashwarya Buddhi, opulent mood towards his Guru. If you make so much fun and joking with Gurudev, like laughing, joking with Gurudev, then you should not do this with Guru. Because if you do too much laughing, if you do these laughing jokings with Gurudev, like these jokes like this, then you have Marte Buddhi. Means you think Gurudev is an ordinary person, like a mortal human being. And slowly you become full of offenses, and this will be very bad for you. Not so easy. Understand? Even Uddhava is saying. So you must think that Gurudev is higher than us. So we shouldn't do too much laughing and joking with Guru. Not too much laughing and joking. Otherwise, you have Marta Buddhi. Otherwise, you think he's a mortal human being, and then you commit offense, and then you'll be lost with this. So it's not so easy. Uddhava told, when Bhagavan was with me, I was thinking he was like. So Uddhava said that, like Uddhava told about Krishna. Like Uddhava meant, like when Krishna was with me, I did not understand exactly who he was, but now he's not with me anymore. Then I can realize who he was. So the example, so there's an example about the, the moon is in the sky, and the reflection of the moon is falling in the river. Okay. And the fish who live inside the water, they are thinking that this moon is just the reflection of the moon in the river is just like a normal fish, like a different kind of fish that lives in the water. And because of the waves of the ocean, the reflection of the moon is also moving according to the waves of the river. And the fish, they see this reflection of the moon moving with the waves. So the fish in the water, they think, oh, this is just like another kind of fish, just like us in this water, the reflection of the moon. So in the same way, if we don't attain the stage of bhava, and if you're doing maybe this too much laughing, joking with Gurudev, but you're not in the stage of bhava, maybe you commit offense, and then okay, if we're like too much mixing with Gurudev like this, and slowly you have this conception that the Gurudev is a normal human being, and then you'll be gone by the offenses. So we do the pranam mantra to Guru, and we should have the conception that Guru is like Bhagavan, like this opulence mood with Guru. So Krishna says, see that Acharya is just like me. So first you have to do Ashwarya Mula Bhakti, opulent Bhakti, and then slowly you come to Madhurya Mula Bhakti. This Bhakti. Okay, so first we should have follow the Bhakti with so many rules and regulations that's like in the opulent mood, like saying Krishna and Gurudev, like Gurudev is so high like Krishna, like this. Otherwise, I see that many people just like laughing and joking, they're gone now because too much laughing and joking. That's why sadhu, saudhan, all sadhus, you should be careful. But Raghunatha Das Gosvami in the book Ujjwal Nilamani, so he's seeing Rupa Goswami as rupa-manjari, and he's seeing himself as rati-manjari. So established in his Siddha Svarupa, his internal form, Raghunatha Das Goswami, his rati-manjari, and his guru is who? Is Rupa Goswami rupa-manjari. And what he's telling to her. So this shloka of Vilapa kusumanjali. In this shloka he's saying, Raghunatha Das Goswami, he's thinking, no, he's saying he's like a rati-manjari, and what he's telling to his Gurudev, Rupa Goswami, rupa-manjari. Oh, rupa-manjari, you're such a chaste lady in Vraj. I know. What is the definition of a chaste lady? A lady who never even sees the sunshine is a chaste lady. Means she only sees the face. She only sees the face of her husband. No one else. She doesn't see the face of any other man. So, hey rupa-manjari, you never see anyone else besides your husband. But I know that maybe for already 2-3 days, your husband is away. He's not in your house. You are alone in the house, and looks to me that there is a bite and like a mark of like a bite mark, like a mark in your lips that shows you're bitten. I see in your lips that means that another man, some man, certainly he beat your lips, means he kissed you. He kissed you. So that's why we see this mark, marks of being bite. And another joking also, ha, rupa-manjari, I know that a parrot came and he beaked your lips, thinking it was a delicious and ripened bimba fruit. It's one kind of fruit. Bimba fruit, do you know? It's when it becomes ripe and becomes so red, it's so beautiful. So in the same way, your lips, you don't even need to apply anything like lipstick. You don't need to put. You don't need to put lipstick. You don't need to use lipstick because your lips are so reddish. So this parrot saw and thought your lips. So a big parrot came and like beaked your lips, and that's why we see this mark now in our lips. So like this, Rati-manjari is telling this verse, this moods. So actually, what is this? Shuka Pungavena. Who is this parrot? It's Krishna. Krishna is this parrot. Certainly he's beaked your lips, means he kissed you. He kissed you. But there's a secret here. I told. There are 3 kinds of sakhis of Srimati Radhika. Different sakhis according to their nishta. So Krishna nishta sakhi is like Vrindarika, the nishta. Another kind is Ubhay nishta sakhi, the 8 manjaris. So another kind of sakhi is Radha nishta. So they have one pointed loyalty to Srimati Radhika. This is Nita Sakhi and Prana Sakhi. Not even dreams, the manjaris, they will meet Krishna. They don't have the desire to meet Krishna, not at all. So we see this conception here that. So we see this mark of some, like a mark in Rupa Manjari's lips, as like somebody had like beat her, you know. Looks like a bite, like somebody beat her lips. So we see this mark of somebody like bitten. So our acharyas explain that when Krishna embraces and kisses to Srimati Radhika, what happens? All these sakhis of Radha Nishta, like that they have loyalty and one pointed to Srimati Radhika, everything that happens in the body of Srimati Radhika reflects also in the body of the manjaris. Means when Krishna embraces and kisses Srimati Radhika, this also comes to the manjaris. So our acharyas explain all this. So this is the speciality of this Radha-kunda and the glories of Srimati Radhika. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually he manifested this Radha-kunda. Our other Goswamis manifested other places in Vraja Mandala. But Mahaprabhu himself, he manifested this Radha-kunda and Shama-kunda. So when Mahaprabhu came to Vraja Mandala and did parikrama, like stayed here, Mahaprabhu asked to the people, oh, it's written in the Shastra that his name here is Arit Gaon, means Krishna killed Aristasur. And later the Radha-kunda and Shama-kunda manifested after Krishna killed Aristasur. But where are these places? So there was some old people and they could not give any answer to Mahaprabhu. And then an old man was there and he was working in the fields. So Mahaprabhu asked him, what is Radha-kunda and Shama-kunda here? Then this old man told, I don't know. I just see this rice fields, rice crop. I just see this rice crop here. So it's a rice crop here. In these crops of rice, there's one kind of a pond there, which is blackish. So we call it kaliket. Another kind of pond we have in this rice crop is Gorikhet, like white ponds. And Krishna took bath in the Gorikhet and told, here is Radha-kunda. And then after that, Mahaprabhu, he took bath in the Kalikhet, this like dark pond, and told, this is Krishna Kunda. So Radha-kunda and Shyamakunda. So who manifested, discovered Radha-kunda and Shyamakunda? Mahaprabhu. If Mahaprabhu hadn't appeared in this world, all the speciality of Vraja, all this glory of Prem, who would know about this? That's why Narahari Sarkar, he wrote, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wouldn't have appeared in this Kali Yuga, who would know about Radha-kunda, Shyamakunda, especially the highest mood of Srimati Radhika, who would manifest this in this world? So in the same way, some Vaishnavas say, oh my mind. Yeah, I finished. Again and again, with a simple mind, sing the glories of Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. He manifested all these moods of Vraj, especially the glories of the mood of Srimati Radhika. Not only in India, but even outside India, in the Western countries, full of nirvishesh, and in the Western countries, which are places full of sense gratification and full of atheism, and these things, atheism. So Srila Gurudeva went to England, America, Australia, Brazil, and all the countries, everywhere he went. And Gurudeva, he spoke the glories of Srimati Radhika and about the prema of Srimati Radhika, Madhanaka Mahabhav, and also the manjari of the specialty of the mood of the manjari. Srila Gurudeva, he manifested in this world. That's why we, again and again, I do my obeisance to the feet of Srila Gurudeva, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, so that this bhava can manifest in my heart.